Hi Capricorn, how are we? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we're actually doing the monthly readings. So looking ahead at April, seeing what's going to be in store for you. We are doing it a little bit differently this month with so much energy going on astrologically, not sort of easing off until the middle of April. We're wanting to make the most of that while we've got it. So Capricorn, hardworking, we want to make sure we're getting the most out of the work that we're putting in. And this particular time is a really good time to be putting in that work and really focusing on those things. So we are going to be looking today a little bit deeper. We're going to ask the demon that you need to control within yourself versus the demon that you can actually use as, your underling to do your dirty work for you. Okay, Capricorn. So much going on with that. If you haven't already checked out that most recent shadow work video, I do really recommend that one. It really does help out with such a big transformational, life-changing kind of time that we are in astrologically right now. It's a really good time to be doing that stuff. Trying to do the shadow work while everything's going crazy, that sort of energy, it's big changes at the moment. So the changes that are happening for us now are, going to affect us sort of long term. All right, but check out that shadow work video. Everyone that does leave a comment on that particular video, you will actually get 2 entries into the draw to win a free personal reading being drawn at Easter. Leave a comment on this video, you will get a draw, like an entry into that draw on that. Make sure you subscribe so you can stay updated with all of that as well. This week we are using, I've got the Crazy Sexy Love Notes Oracle. I am using the Kawaii Lenormand for the more general portion there. Then when we get into your demons a little bit there, Capricorn, we have the Shadow Work Oracle as well as the Rising Moon Lenormand and the Yes or No Oracle. All right. And then, finishing us off today, we do have the Lovers Oracle there, those beautiful heart-shaped cards. All right, so getting into it for you, Capricorn. April 2025. Capricorn, what's going on for Capricorn, April 2025? General overview energy for Capricorn, April 2025, please. Tell the truth. Capricorn, you don't normally have an issue with telling the truth, but I feel like for a lot of you, it may be telling the truth to yourself, being just a little bit more truthful with yourself. It's time to rise, Capricorn. Rising above it all, telling the truth, honorable mentions, so no matter what's happening in your life, you have the ability to rise above it, rising away from limiting beliefs, rising up and away from the lies that we tell ourselves, rising above the need to lie about things, even if it's just little things. I'm just picking up on something there that's like little white lies kind of energy with that tell the truth energy. It's kind of like little white lies, and you're rising above the need to fill the gap in with a little white lie. It's kind of like this energy of Capricorn understanding that sometimes being a little bit confronting is what's necessary for the situation. So sometimes you need to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, even if it's hurtful. Okay, so some of you, that's what you sort of, it's time to rise above and know that you're being truthful one way or another, even if it does, because it's kind of, I'm just getting this energy here with both of those energies here. The rise above it energy is kind of really sort of telling me that it's kind of you rising above trivial matters on the earthly plane. So it's kind of like trivial matters as to, people being upset that someone told them the truth, that kind of thing. Communicating with integrity. You may need to sort of level with somebody this month. It might even be yourself, like I said. Are you saying that you're fine, even if you're not? That kind of thing. I actually caught myself just the other day. When you ring somebody and they said, "Oh, hey, how are you?" And I said, "I'm good. How are you?" And I went, "Actually, I'm not good right now. That's why I'm calling you. I'm not actually good right now." Being honest with yourself and the people that you know love and care about you and are there to support you. Don't hide your own needs because you don't want to rock the boat. Just checking. Like, I do feel with that tell the truth card, I do need to sort of check through what the card itself actually says. These cards are quite lengthy messages, so I'm not going to read the whole thing. So if you hide the truth, it does eventually come out one way or another in a destructive ways, makes things worse that you hid the truth in the first place, okay? Even those little white lies, yeah? So act with integrity this month and say what's on your mind, even if it's not what someone wants to hear. Capricorn, you're not normally a sign that has trouble with this, to be honest, but it's just, your long-term peace and happiness are worth telling the truth. And so I do feel for a lot of you, it is going to be more so, telling the truth with yourself this month. But I'm just picking up that there may be a specific issue where it's easier to lie, but you may need to be a little bit confronting and just be honest about it. General overview energy for Capricorn. General overview energy for Capricorn in April 2025. Oh, okay. And so for some of you, it is to do with you yourself. Because some of you have been telling yourself a lie already about what you truly wish for. What you truly desire. Why are you saying, oh, it doesn't really matter? But it does, Capricorn, it does. Why are you lying to yourself about that? There's a specific goal or wish something that you want, something that you're, oh, but it's okay, I'll do without. You wish for this, Capricorn. Why lie about it? It's part of your truth. A dream that you have that I'm hearing that Ozzy Osbourne song with the phrase "dream the impossible dream." Hang on, it's "I Just Want You" by Ozzy Osbourne, and it's like there's no impossible dreams. I can't remember the exact lyrics for it there, but it's like nothing is impossible. Just because it seems like it's impossible doesn't mean that it is. Don't lie to yourself about wanting that thing. Just because it seems so far out of reach doesn't mean that it really, truly is. You may be lying to yourself about how far, like, you keep telling yourself it's impossible, but what if it's not? What if it's not, Capricorn? We have the coffin and the moon. So it's kind of going a little bit both ways here, because the coffin does talk about an ending that brings around a new beginning. It's like a transformational energy. Something that maybe has ended. Something that you're like, I've closed the door on that. I feel like for a lot of you, you're like, I've closed the door on that. That's ended. That's over and done with. But is it? Is it really over? Or is it just over in the way that it has been in the past, and we're still actually wishing and hoping for that new beginning with that? Very emotional connection here. Very, very sensitive emotions being raised within yourself. Have you really closed the door on that? Have you really shut that and closed that energy? It's still there, Capricorn. If you really are okay without that, why are you still secretly wishing for it? Very, very linked up with your emotions here. And I feel like too, your intuition, Capricorn, is already telling you that it's not over. It's not closed. Yeah, the ending might have happened, but it hasn't transformed yet into that new beginning. It's not over yet. I just keep getting, it's not over yet. How will Capricorn know what this wish is that they're denying themselves? How will Capricorn know what this wish is that they're denying themselves? The Sun, it's going to come up one way or another, Capricorn. Mind you, look, that's all 3 celestial cards. There's a lot of possibility with when we see the Sun, the Moon, and the stars all come out together. I've got 4 cards here. 4 cards, and 3 of them are the 3 celestial cards in this deck. The Sun being the most happy of the whole deck. Stars being wishes coming true, the potential for wishes to come true, dreams being fulfilled. Life-changing transformation in the center here. Super, super connected to you. You think about how the Moon is constantly connected to the Earth. So if you're looking at these celestial cards here, and you're the Earth, Capricorn, you have this tether. There's a tether to these. You're not only connected, you're the Earth, and this Moon energy, the emotions are tethered to you. The significance of what this means to you inside yourself is tethered to you. I kind of want to say you can't break this cord, Capricorn. So for some of you, this may be connected to a person. We do have the Sun there, so personal epiphanies this month in April. Happiness reigning the day here. That's how you're going to know, because it's what truly makes you happy. It's what truly makes you feel warm and fuzzy and happy. It's and once again, that Sun linking with that, it's time to rise. Rise, sunrise. Sun rises every day. Sun will shine again. It's time to rise. It's time to get up and rise. It's time to be truthful to yourself, Capricorn, about what it is that you, what it is that has ended, or you feel as though you've closed off to, that it's not over yet. That as much as you've tried to close off to this, that it's time to rise and have that new beginning, rising from the dead. It's time. April is time. It's time. Even if nothing actually happens on that front, Capricorn, although look on the bottom of the deck, I'm not even going to say it. Even if it doesn't actually eventualize in April, it rises to the surface within you yourself, Capricorn, in some way, shape, or form. It's not over. Okay. But looking at your demons, Capricorn, here's me thinking, Leo had a really long reading. Virgo had a really long reading this week. Capricorn, it's going to be you, isn't it? As always. Capricorn, the demon you need to control versus the demon that you can utilize to empower you. I will try to go over these just quickly, because that overview message does seem to be the main message for you at the moment, Capricorn. It's kind of like everything else is secondary at the moment. Stop hiding from yourself. Everything else does seem a little bit secondary. That's the demon you need to control, the illusion. The illusion, I don't want this. I don't care about that. I don't love that. It doesn't matter to me. It's over. That's the illusion that you need to control. What if it's not? Seek reality, even if it's raw and challenging. You need to face the reality, Capricorn, that you know it's not over. You know it's time. You know your intuition's already telling you. You're about to have this personal epiphany where you know how much this actually truly deep down does sit in your soul and mean a lot to you. Your emotions are tethered to this. Why are you putting on this illusion? You know, you're trying to control yourself from wanting this wish, from wanting this dream come true, from you're telling yourself it's impossible, it's impossible. That's the illusion, Capricorn. The reality is that it is actually within reach. Okay. The demon that you can utilize. I kind of really like this for Capricorn. Use your anger. What else is anger but passion, Capricorn? Use its fire to transform, not to destroy. If something makes you angry, it matters, yeah? If something triggers you and makes you angry, makes you feel rage deep inside, that fire burning within you that wants to destroy and lash out and destroy everything. Use it. Use it to transform the things in your life that make you angry. I'm angry that I do not have this. I'm cranky that I do not have that. Use that fire, Capricorn. Power yourself with the flames. Burn on through anything that stands in your way. Use that anger. Use it. I feel like for a lot of you that's connected to that initial message too, because you know we see the fire there with that sun burning deep within you. You're passionate about this wish. It's there, you know. Use its fire. You've got the fire here. You have that emotional tether to this. Use it. Anything else Capricorn needs to know about their demons in April? And or advice for Capricorn on this situation, please. Pretty straightforward. I'm getting a straightforward message with this, but I will go through it as well. We have the Tower, we have the Ring, and we have the House. Okay, so I am actually, the first thing, when I saw them cards, the first thing that's popping up is rebuild the relationship. Like I said, I'm hearing rebuild the relationship, Capricorn. We have the Tower here, so this is something from the past that you feel isolated from, something with a cracked foundation, I would imagine. At this point, it feels like it's a cracked foundation. You've closed the lid on that. It's ended. It's over and done with. You're isolated from it, but you know the Ring enables us to go back to that Tower and rebuild, smash down that tower, let that anger out, smash down that tower from the past that didn't serve you, and rebuild it from scratch, brick by brick. We have that relationship. Sometimes it can talk about patterns and cycles. This is a relationship, Capricorn. We have the House here as well. Security, reliability, dependability, safe and secure. Somewhere I can call home. Someone I can call home. This person feels like home, Capricorn. For some of you, this may actually be, you know, someone that feels like family. They may actually be family. Family may not be just blood either. Okay, Capricorn. Family can be, you know, like extended family. It can be, you know, people that you have had as your family grouping. You know, I'm getting that Fast and the Furious kind of family coming through there, where it's you know, just a group of friends that we're family, you know, heavy, we're family. It's your safe zone, it's your home, it's your comfort zone. You need to rebuild that relationship, Capricorn, because not because it's important to the universe, but because it's important to you. Whether you know this yet or not, you wish for this. This is coming through as your desires, your wish. Okay. If Capricorn were to know anything in April, what would the answer be? What's the answer for Capricorn in April, please? Bet on it. Bet on it. Bet on it. You can bet on it, Capricorn. Because I'm just seeing such a clear thing here, I just want to double check here. What? Because I'm seeing your epiphany in regard to this wish, the thing that you wish for. But what does it look like? Because I'm seeing what your energy here. What is the other person's energy? What is the potential outcome for Capricorn here? Take a chance. We have the Clover. Take a chance on communication. Things are getting stirred up this month. That's the Stork, which is the Aries card. I've got Sagittarius. Back up the top here, I've got Cancer, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus. So I've got quite a few signs coming through, actually. So that's even more confirmation that this is connecting to a person. I'm not getting a specific sign as such, but I am just getting that this is connecting to a person. Otherwise it would be more connected to planetaries or others. Things getting stirred up, movement getting stirred up here. A new energy, that new beginning, the rebirth of something here. Take a chance on communication regarding that rebirth. Is Capricorn the one communicating here? Is Capricorn the one taking action? Kind of getting yes, Capricorn. That's kind of feeling a little bit more just energy. Hang on, I'll ask that other deck instead. Is Capricorn the one taking action here? Is Capricorn the one taking action here? It will cost you if you're the one that takes action. Is this the other person taking action here? Is the other person taking action here? Expect to settle. So like expect, it's kind of like a resolution will come one way or another. Someone will reach out one way or another. There is some sort of cost to you though if you are the one. But if you know, it's kind of like expecting the other person to. I'm kind of reading that as expecting the other person to settle this for once and for all, kind of thing. Final message for Capricorn. Final message for Capricorn, please. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories that you have shared with those that you love. So making memories with loved ones are definitely important for you for April, but you're not always able to understand why certain things happen, but knowing that there is a higher purpose to the things that happen in your life. So through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So I'm kind of feeling like for some of you, you may be like me, and that turmoil has already shown its pretty little face. But it's like the universe is putting you through that turmoil, because if that didn't happen, something worse would have happened. That's what I've been getting. That's what I kind of get with that energy. And it's kind of like a blessing being revealed, that something good is going to come from that somehow. I feel like that kind of might be separate for a lot of you as well, just separate turmoil going on here. But the emotional turmoil definitely connected to this as well. And once again, the turmoil of being completely honest about situations around your life. Some of you may need to confront someone and tell them the absolute truth. So, or maybe it's got to do with the ending. Maybe that's what that communication. Take a chance on the way that we're communicating as well, telling the truth, stirring up shit, telling the truth. Okay, Capricorn. So that's what we've got for you this week. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you do leave a comment on the video and you'll go in the draw to win a free personal reading. Just a final reminder, there will not be any weekly readings next week. I do have my son's operation. And his recovery is the most important thing. I will try to get a few all signs readings up this, following today, so tomorrow and the next day. But I'm not making any promises this week because I'm super booked out with personal readings this week. So we'll see how we go. That's the best I can promise. And next week we're taking no weekly readings, but hopefully by the end of next week I will have some all sign readings up ready to go. Okay, but I'll see you all there.